All right, let's go ahead. Dang, they cutting grass at the sun in the morning. Oh, geez. Okay. So I'm gonna elaborate more because I think this before they start making judgment and making ASS out of stuff. Because I don't know if we cuss on Sunday morning. Um, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't trying to cuss too much on Sunday morning. Trying to respect the Sunday as much I can. Somebody your conscience start eating your life. Okay, because I don't want God to correct me, not no man. Romans 10, 11, 12, 11. I mean, Romans 10, 10, 21, 5, those he ask me. That's why. I want no man correct me. Proverbs 9, 7, 9. Okay, throw the Bible verse up there. I ain't the perfect Catholic Christian. I'm called like it is. So, boy, Lord have, if it ain't the doggone hood, it's the, por favor, yo estoy haciendo el video ahora. God dog it. Gonna be by my window with that. Geez, they ain't no grass up in here. It's a parking lot. What? It's a blower. I think it's a blower. Okay, if it ain't the hood boogers, what the heck? God dog it. Oh, Lord. Every time I try to do a dang on video, this gotta happen. Can I please have some peace? Dame la paz ahora. God dog it. If it ain't the crazy brothers and sisters, it's the Latino cutting grass. God dog. Ooh, and I'm part African American Spanish Creole. Ugh. Yeah, that Afro spit coming out of me. I'm trying to act a fool on Sunday. Feels like Sunday morning. Okay, as I was saying. Oh, Lord. Muévete, por favor. Muévete, por favor. Get that thing out of here. God, dog it. Shoes. It ain't the doggone hood rats and hood boogers. God, dog it. Lord have mercy. Gonna have another put next to my window while I'm trying to do a dang on video. God, dog it. Stop, body leg. God, dog it. Can I have no eruptions? I'm drinking my coffee. I'm trying to focus and not overstep my discussions and be long winded. Okay, let's get to set my mind set on something. It gotta be eruptions. God, dog, move that thing. Mueve la cosa. Yo estoy haciendo el video ahora. Con mi teléfono. God, dog it. That's right. Gracias. Move that thing out the way. Shoot, last time it was the hood boogers and hood rats acting. Oh Lord, Jesus Lord. Shoot, you see, I was trying to move to a predominantly wealthy white neighborhood. Okay, but I had my voucher. God, dog it. Shit, I'm gonna cuss on Sunday morning. God, no, pull that thing out here. All these interruptions. Okay, let's get to the subject. Okay, I don't want no interruptions. No interruptions. I love to do a recorder. I do live stream. Someone be talking in the comment section. Like, I ain't trying to be rude, but with my mind on something, and I get distracted easily. So let's get to the subject about more elaborating about how I feel about the two women acting the fool. Even though it is on more on Harmony Church side because she came there looking for some drama. But by law, I cannot defend too much on Martinez because she did throw taring on the woman first. Okay, so let's get to the subject how I can relate to the story. February 1st, 2014, in a ghetto cutie homes, okay? Y'all remember the voodoo lady, the fake Christian, anti-Catholic, fake sister bitch? Okay, I'm not trying to curse on Sunday morning. I'm trying. You see how my emotions got it? Okay. She's same age as my mom, couple months older. And now me and my mother got along. I got my mama to whoop her. You know what? I ain't trying to cuss too much. I'm trying my best as I'm getting older. You don't get older because life ain't gonna be. Yeah, many older people get older and start being religious when you're young. Yeah, when you get older, that after like okay, so you try to get more spiritual. Okay, and mature. It actually getting more mature actually. Okay, so it was a big old heifer by my complexion, sister gal, born 1956. February, I think she Aquarius, whatever. Okay, she was my nosy, gossiping neighbor. The first neighbor, my first time moving to apartment, I was trying to, you know what I'm saying, do the economic reason I could not move out at a good job. Okay, was getting house. Middle class trying to get the nice uppity house, trying to get a high paying job in Houston. People were being selfish. Okay, while dealing with issues with my grandma. Okay, so I moved in Cutie Homes and beat the eviction case 2012. And before that, I did keep to myself when I would go visit my park. I was still living in my grandma's house trying to move everything. Remember, I lived outside of Houston and buses and stuff. Right. So she approached me back in the day, before 2011, 12. Okay. So when I beat the eviction and won, okay, and we, what's it called? The managers that try to get me evicted, them two heifers, they were Creole sisters, one by my complexion, one high yellow, bright skin. They both got fired, like, rightfully so. So it was a high yellow sister named Liz. She like a Hispanic, stereotypical Hispanic. Everybody thinks she Creole like yellow, so long curly hair. A dark skin sister, she could be Creole too. Name is Miss Giggs. Miss Diggs. Miss Diggs, like Tay Diggs. Is it Miss Diggs? Something like that. Okay, because I want to say their full names. So anyway, they had my back with this old big old heifer, okay, who owed me my mom. So because of religious differences, and I don't let an older person run me. I'm in my 30s. Hit this old lady, fake Christian, born again fake Christian, but practice voodoo on the side, heifer, trying to control me as a grown man. Okay, and she did not like Catholicism, but she practicing voodoo anyway. So point is, based on the little Protestant evangelical ideology, because I'm not Protestant, I'm not anti-Protestant like liberal Protestant, moderate, but the conservative, rigid, like even the people rich in the Catholic Church, I'm glad Pope Francis said they are tools of saints. That's why I didn't go to church for a long time, because we had some rich people, which I'll be doing in videos in the future, exposing that. I can retain my Catholicism but fight those in the church who not acting like Christ, like even though I'm not perfect my own self, but you can be preaching to me, talk, be crazy. Unless you want to see me outside the park, like I ain't trying to, on God's property. We can go outside, go outside the street, do it, okay? But let's get to the subject, okay? And I ain't trying to vote no violence, but then, don't come at me wrong, especially coming from abusive situation. So, I have PTSD. So, this old big fat heifer, I'm not trying to use the BITC word, because we had different beliefs of religion. She started making lies, calling me gay, all that, okay? And then she tried, what she do when you get her in trouble? You know, if I did something to her that's correct, yeah, that makes sense. But no, she'll make a lie, and try to get you in trouble. So we was advised not to talk to each other, which I didn't want to talk to the heifer. So I see why I was having financial problems. She was doing that because I'm an ex warlock since 12, 11, 19, 11. But y'all get me say I left it alone, but I'm learning about how these witches, warlocks do this mess for educational purpose. I can watch what they doing. Okay. So the one I was having when Obama was trying to pass the we call it the insurance employment insurance, the Republicans rejected. Okay, 2014, I don't forget that. So I'm trying not to face no eviction again. Thank God the two managers were complacent of me not trying to get evicted. Okay, thank the Lord. Ain't God good? Okay. So I'm trying to find a way to pay these people. So while I was trying to get my income tax so I can pay it, I'm mad. I had a free ticket to go to the Creole Festival. First time to have a Creole Festival in a little small Mardi Gras. 2014 yesterday doing Black History Month. So I'm like, okay, so I'm Creole. Yeah, I'm gonna go to Creole Festival, get a free ticket, and print it out and all that. So it's a free ticket. Okay. So I didn't get a chance because of my emotional situation with this thing here. So what happened was I go check my mail. So I'm mad that my W-2s didn't come in. So I'm gonna have to cuss them and paraphrase what she said. Miss Big Booty Judy. Ugly ass. I said, excuse me. Then the man she don't talk to me. And she started calling me this and I said, excuse me, talking about I'm gay. I said, excuse me, I like women, but did you tell me you was bisexual? Oh, everybody know that now because she want nobody to know she was yeah, big bougie. But so then she said, so I'm going in on her like verbal. It's verbal. I'm going to my doorstep. Remember our apartments where she's upstairs, I'm downstairs where her porch is like like connect to ours. Is, when you go against the brick, the side of the brick, okay? So she got her big behind trying to fight me. I said, "Oh, you want to get addicted? Cause you're attacked." So that's why I say about the whole thing with Miss Martinez. Of course, I didn't antagonize Miss Big Booty Judy, but Miss Church, the fake sister girl, she went antagonized her. But by law, if I would attack Big Booty Judy, okay, so she rose up. She has by law has to put a hand on me for me to fight, right? And I didn't care about her being a damn woman, male, female, transgender, whatever. And I was actually scared of her because I'm compared to her, I'm thin. It's a big old heifer. I'm like, I'm not, it's like me fighting China from WWE. Now imagine if China, God rest her, she died 10 years ago. If I get in the ring with Miss China, I'm going to lose the doggone fight. Everybody talking about man, showing woman. Excuse me. Miss China, before she sadly committed suicide, either the probably Illuminati probably killed her, God rest her, because I'm sorry looking at these celebrities in question. Okay? This was Clyde Davis too. Um, I'm like, everybody will tell you, but she a woman, you a man. I said, it don't, first of all, you can handle on your own. I'm not trying to, first I ain't trying to fight this woman. I'm not even trying to fight her. I'm trying to go to get ready to go get all GQ looking and go to the the Creole Festival to have a free ticket, right? I don't have my W-2, so I can go ahead and claim my income tax and go ahead and pay this rent. So then what happened is she tried to fight me. Like she got up her seat. I said, "You want to lose your partner?" She said, "You throw." I said, "Right there. That's what I'm saying." See, if Miss Martinez let Miss Church with her young dumb behind put a hand on her, then it be right though that ain't on her. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. So I said, excuse me. I said, I ain't going. I said, but I said, excuse me. This what got me in trouble. But someone told me it's a credential threat. It's not terroristic because I was under, yeah. So I said, which I like I told the officer, it is self defense issue. Put a hand on me. I said, if you come, and I told Big Booty Jew this, if you come to me, if I have to go get my big old knife in that kitchen and kill you, I will do it. Oh, you threat? I said, excuse me, you coming to my porch trying to fight me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to fight you, which actually now I know the penal code 062 can be argued because there was no intent to go to Miss Judy. Miss Big Booty Judy want to come after me, okay? Start some drama. This, anyone know in Kitty Homes that I'm trying not to use the B word this Sunday morning, okay? God, I'm trying my best. I do want to tell because I'm trying not to sin too much, but really, God dog, I really want to say the B-I-T. Anyway, this old thing, like to antagonize people. She got people based on her lies in the office. I kid, she's a neighbor from hell. Okay, she was evil. Then we found out. She told me 2013 we was cool. She did used to do voodoo. Her and her side dude. Okay, her side dude. And she left her husband. He left her. Oh yeah. She was a thought. Yes, she was. Oh, I know a lot about. She told me a lot about her business. Okay. No, so he the one taught her the one because she like dark skinned men, but she wasn't dark. She was camera brown, me tone, light brown skin tone like me. Okay, the side dude is that complexion. I'm like looking shocked like him. Like you not dark skinned. I'm not. He thought the outside. I like no. I don't want to know about my mama age. Like what the heck? My mama same age as this woman. What the like? No. Okay. No. But it's a younger, dark skinned dude, dark chocolate, darker than both of us, that lied on his age, and he was adult, but she thought that he was in his 30s, but he was in his 20s, and she told me that story about how she has sex. She to reveal. Hey, don't ever do me dirty, because I'm revealing your dog. Don't come at me, baby. Okay, next time that to me. Okay, it was how many years ago? Well, anyway, so point is, so then she will always go to Cuny Homes resident council and pray. And I noticed she always wears shades and sit in the back before she started being part of resident council. And that's why I started recognizing some of these warlocks, witches don't like your eyes to be shown. They show that they can cover their eyes, right? Because the eyes is a key to the soul. Like even I said, I gotta stop following him on Instagram slash. He not Mexican American, although he can pass. Someone said he was Mexican American, some Latin. Slash, his mom and dark skin Ackerman's and sister, and his dad's a white Jewish man from I'm gonna say Italy, England. Okay, him and Lily Crab's got a lot in common because Lily Crab's dad's white Jewish. Okay, well anyway, they both rock and roll. He don't like to show his eyes, and I see that because when I saw them drawings of them and some anti-Catholic like depicting nuns doing some demand. I said, first, I ain't the perfect guy, but I'm not looking at anti-Catholic stuff, and you guys see tenant stuff into it and snakes. And I thought that he had Snake Pit was his website, which I used to advocate to people on social media back in the 2000s. Like, oh, my mixed race brother, rock and roll. You know what I'm saying? You know me. Okay, I always shout out the mixed race people. You know what I'm saying? But now I know Snake Pit, not because he have a snake as a friend, his pet, Snake from the Garden of the Eden. Baby, we are learning these codes, baby. We are discerning these codes. And when I saw that Slash had Saul Hudson had satanic imagery and none the picture, I said, hold on, leave the Catholic Church alone. Now you got none. At first I was like, okay, if you do believe in Satan, that's your business. But no, no. I stopped following Slash Hudson on Instagram. Yes, I did. I said, no, baby. No, we ain't doing it. We not doing that, brother. No, brother. My higher brother can pass for a Mexican. No, we not. We not doing. No, I'm not doing that, baby. You going too far. You going too far. Now I understand you want to believe that evil man don't love you down there in hell, but don't be over here attacking the cat. Leave the church alone. Thank you. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Go ahead, attack him. Don't do that. Don't. God, nuns, the pick. Don't get it. It's a mean, I'm supposed a mean in Houston. I got something because she a woman. She close. She ain't no shooting. And I told her back on her behind. I'm gonna talk about that in a couple more videos in the future. Oh yeah. When I was home on the street, y'all know what place I'm talking about. They got one mean nun who did me dirty. I'm gonna expose her behind. She a wolf in sheep clothing. I don't play with wolf in sheep clothing. Whether you're Protestant or Catholic, don't come for me. You're a wolf in sheep clothing. I will expose you. Okay, you be kicked out of a convent. Okay, like Saint John was talking about in the Bible, Theophilus in what's that? A third book. Yeah, third John, the third John, the third book in 9:10, but he trying to control everybody. And how I know this verse because I started reading Bible verses that contradict everything my grandma who was Protestant who used to do. Okay, that's why I know when I said behavior, I do call it out. And I have written to the Vatican before. Yes, I have. When Pope, yeah, and I threatened African priest. And I said threatened as in being abusive, anything or physical harm. Threatened to reveal. When he was talking crazy, St. Thomas More. I said college. St. Thomas More on yes, I did. Yeah, about 10 years ago. Come talk to me crazy. I said, yeah, you better not talk to me crazy. Yeah, thank you. Don't you talk to me crazy. I'm playing like talk to me at the deal with my God. Don't talk to me crazy. I'm not the one to be talking. I don't care what your color, your title, your race, your occupation. You can be a cop, you can be a person on the street. Do not talk to me crazy. Don't tolerate people talking to me crazy. I didn't go to my own grandma's funeral. Because she like to talk, thank you. So what that tells you, that none gonna be exposed. Yeah, I just have to be correct. I want to blur out there. I had to learn how to do it in a different way as I'm maturing and going to 50 some years old. So let's get back to the subject. Yeah, she won't be a nun no more. You trying to be a Latina version of Whoopi Goldberg from Sister Act. She won't be that no more, baby. Take that habit off her. You better leave me alone. Don't talk to me crazy when I'm going to see people lying to you about me that ain't true. You over here lying on me too. Now you bear false witness. And yes, I did tell the Vatican. Yes, I did. Yes, I did last year when she did me dirty. Yes, I did. I told the diocese and the Vatican. And she probably ain't in that organization no more. Don't like I did Miss Candace. Miss Candace, no, definitely ain't. But I'm saying, y'all better stop coming for me. Don't come for me. I ain't the one. Now let's get to the subject. Okay. But I don't play with that. Okay. So anyway, I forgot what I was saying. Forgot what I was- But that's what I'm saying is that I don't play that. So anyway, going back to Miss Judy, because I get back to what I was saying earlier. So she tried to call laws. I'm like, you try to come on my property. My end of the property trying to fight me on my porch. I didn't come to your porch, right? You trashed me first. Then you got off your seat like you want to fight me, trying to, in the fifth grade. Like I said, I was in fear because doing big. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I was 200 pounds. It's a little fat, but she more than 200 pounds, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm thin compared to her. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Cardi B when she told that security officer look at me and she you know what I'm saying, thank you. She look how big she you know what I'm saying? Right. I feel like Cardi B that she did. Okay. So y'all get my point. So I go to the so I said, well, I need my food stamp. I came in because they deduct my food stamps because of the unemployment. Okay. So I said I need some food. Let me go to the food bank. So I go all the way south to go to the east side. I'm familiar with the area. We used to live in that area by a ship channel, by I-10, 16 area. And the bus took forever to come. Sure did. And sure did. The bus took forever to come. And I went to go get something to eat. I had a little money on me to go to somewhere. Yeah. So me and my homegirl, she Guatemalan, right? She Guatemalan and she Guatemalan and white. Her mom used to work together, right? She mixed. And so her African boyfriend was on, we on bus, me talking about this and that, and I was telling what's happening. So I come back home, it's nighttime, right? I didn't get no food from the piece of food bank. So I hear precinct 6. The dark skinned brother, Mr. Holly. And let me tell you the reason why I know he was trying to get at me. Because word on the street that Officer Holly was married to Miss Robichaud. Was Sandra's the bright one, the high yellow bright. Okay, and rumor had Tanya with that Mexican one. No, I'm making real. I ain't making real. I heard that Tanya was with the Mexican, big Mexican Latino dude officer, and the dark skin one. Cause he used to have all them parties in the office, showed in pizzas and cakes and stuff. Baby, I was like, dang, I invite me in there. I mean, y'all like y'all, but I need some cakes and pizzas too. And sold us. Okay, when it was there. Okay, yeah, soon, close to 4 o'clock, they ordering pizza, getting cupcakes and cake and cookies. And yes, okay, but I'm like, I'll be like little nose, like, dang, I need some. Anyway, I'm not saying Tom Roberts was dating the Mexican dude, but as I heard the big Latino dude there was a Space and Six constable, and also Holly were both dating the Roberts sister. Of course, they said the Holly is married to Sandra Roberts, the bright one, high yellow. Okay, so anyway, so I guess since I do assume that he has an issue with me because I beat them in the case with the eviction charge in 12. Okay, and even though it was they were not there, but they had one of them old. I almost want to cuss the B word. Yeah, okay. The yellow bone with a fake weave in her head, the kind of bright skin with fake weave in her head, her the thing with running her mouth. Glad my lawyer from people, Long Star Legal, debate with her, and okay. Anyway, so he knocked on my door. And I said, so I told her, no, I don't want no intervention with Miss Judy and her weed friend and the other friend. And I'm going to also let me know since the other friend is dead, the one that was downstairs, he had a lot of cats. Okay, if I know he dead now because he died of asthma, having all them cats in his house. But you want to laugh at me, Miss Judy, and try to lie on me about Miss Judy? Let me reveal that secret to her. Oh, when the Blaxican dude, his mama Mexican, I think she part Japanese. Okay, and her son, he just turned 30 because he born 1992, right? Okay, he just turned 30. Okay, dang, he just born 94. He born 94, 93. Okay, so he about 30, so he's 20. Okay, well, rumor has it it's funny, Miss Big Boo just said she was molested as a child. She was going around telling everybody that brother that had all the cats he was giving the bright skinned black skinned dude gifts at a young age, gifts and clothes. Rumor has it due to her running her mouth that y'all was dating, they were dating. That he was yeah, he was a chomo. That's the one. So if I and at the time I'm trying to fight for my freedom, okay? When we had this, why I don't play with Cynthia Gonzalez down in Arizona, okay? God, y'all bitches, me leave me the fuck alone. Okay, I'm trying to cuss here, but you bitches, including Miss Judy and her, leave me the fuck alone. I'm trying to exonerate somebody. So trying to lie to the law so I can get y'all in trouble. So his name was Charles. I'm going to say his name because he dead. Miss Judy was telling everybody that Charles and him at a young age were messing around. Now I ain't trying to bash the Blaxican dude. The whole target is Miss Big Booty Judy was messy, and you gonna try to get me in trouble and lie on me with your weed friend who's upstairs from y'all, okay, upstairs from him, okay, try and get me in trouble with the law. But you out here supposed to be a former, supposed to be a trauma. I said former because he did. A trauma. You over here messing with underage boys. I ain't know you swing that way with underage boys. I thought if you were gay, I thought you probably sleep with some men. But you over here, thank you, also women. You also want to go Miss Judy. I know he dead where he in heaven or hell, but at the same time, I'm going to tell you like it is and tell the truth. You over here trying to lie and laugh about trying to set me up with the law, but your friend was going around telling people that you in that blasting young man who's now grown, was messing around. And he was underage and he was giving him gifts and shit. Now, wherever you are in heaven or hell, I hope you know that right now. Baby, I don't play that. Baby, I wish I did. At the time, my mind was on focus on this woman lying on me. But you see what I'm saying? Big, big boot, big booty Judy. She told me that story. She said, "Yeah, he going with him." I said, "No, they ain't going together." Yes, they are. He be giving him gifts and stuff. I said, "Well, so and so." I'm gonna say the bright skinned dude name. I said, well, he better about to turn 18. We talking about that? He going, yeah. And I'm looking at her crazy. You told me you molested 8 years old. What the heck you over here being friend with the guy? You ain't telling no laws. You over here saying, yeah, if that's you know what I'm saying, ain't nothing wrong with a grown person giving gifts. People gave me gifts without no sexual inclination, okay, no encounter, none of that other stuff. But he was giving, when I moved to community homes, I did not know this, but he was giving, he did. One time we was talking, all of us were talking when he was fixing our plumbing or something back in 2012 after I beat that eviction. Okay, he was meaning to the bright skinned dude because that's okay. Remember I told the black Mexican black American Mexican dude that he was trying to get a job at Shipley's, and they told me only for rice. He said, "Excuse me, I am Mexican." He said, "I'm from," and so he got a brick. They Ohio, but in play, he said he got a brick and threw it on the donut shop. Talking about Shipley. That little young, no offense, that little young nigga crazy. He said he got a brick. There was conversation. We were talking about racist, Latino discrimination. Sure was. And I tell Mitch she was anti-Hispanic. I said, excuse me. I said, his mama Mexican. He black, one driver, but his mama Mexican. Why you over here saying that shit? Like, you know what I'm saying? So, anyway, so I say you need to, I don't care if she was older than me. That's disrespectful. And then plus they can get her out of her housing because you are being racial disrespectful on the hood guidelines. You cannot be using racial slurs, you baby, in your house, but saying it out loud. We have Latino workers, going. You cannot be doing that, sister gal. Okay, I don't care if she on my dad. See, I just say I respect this bitch. I don't care if she owe me my mama. Okay, she disrespect me. She trying to. The whole reason why we had a religious conversation in 2012 because my neighbor, who's a sister, and their older brother was kissing his Mexican girlfriend. She was mad because I'm talking about God. I said, excuse me, Black America, we not pure. I'm getting tired of hearing about that. No one should not mix. When they said that, and when it was said in the Old Testament, it's talking about religion, idiot. Because at first I remember everybody come from Africa. All them people were mostly black, okay, at that time, before they went to other countries and changed their looks, right? Okay, so everybody was black since Adam and Eve was black, okay? The first became black, okay? So what God said, don't mix the tribes, was not talking about no race. It's talking about different gods, different religions. You are Jewish before it was Christianity. You a Jew. You supposed to believe in God Yahweh. You're not supposed to mingle with, like for example, I'm Catholic, right? Okay, we don't believe in mixed marriage, not racial, time of religion. I cannot date a Baptist. I can date a Baptist, but I can't marry one. If she wants to convert to Catholicism, yes. If she's going to convert, if I did a Methodist, if I did Episcopalian, I can't because it's going to determine what child's going to believe in. That is not racial. That is spiritual religious. I am against that. I don't want my children being Protestant. I came from a very, no offense to any Protestant, a toxic Protestant household where people were distorting the scripture, like St. Peter said in 2 Peter chapter 1, 21 and 3:15, 17. And my grandma was the main one doing it. And yes, she was a Baptist. And her dad, who was deceased way before I was born, was a Mason, which I see why we're dealing with a curse of that because he was a third. I must say he was 33 Mason. He was a Mason. He was very mean, stubborn, rude, and abusive towards all his daughters, my great aunts, including my grandmother. She internalized in Stockholm syndrome and tried to practice with my dad, my aunt, and my uncle, and then also me and my cousin, my aunt's son. So hell no, I'm never going to deal with a person just distorting the Bible. So I'm against this whole thing in HISD. I'm against the Satan Club. Please stop trying to preach Satan to kids. And I'm against them trying to put the Bible in the question is, since it's different denomination, Christian, which interpretation you're going to teach your children? Even amongst Protestants, you don't get along because you believe this interpretation of the Bible is supposed to be there. The Protestant, the Baptist, the Methodist, the Episcopal. You know what I'm saying? And there's gonna be a big war like it was before the Pilgrims came to the United States because that was the reason why they came because even in Protestants they was making their own. They didn't get along. The Church of England didn't get along. They went to Holly, got person. Do you get my point? So that's why the church does not believe in mixed marriage, meaning religion. Okay. So when you hear people twisting that about don't mix the tribes because that tribe believe in a different God. And remember, everybody was black before they went to different countries, right? Okay, and changed their looks and heritage because they had to adapt to the climate, right? Okay, well, everybody was black then, so you can't make that racial situation then, okay? Everybody look like dog and Kunta Kinte, then you can't make that line as hell. Okay, I'm gonna cuss top of the Bible. She line. I did cuss. Okay, right? Yeah, I said line, line heifer. Okay, she lying, evil, and she okay. So that's what the conversation was. And so I started saying, "Excuse me, I don't believe." I started quoting the private, Second Peter chapter, and I told her I was Catholic. And then she tried to bash my Catholic. So I went to the Bible, I got my Bible out, and I went to Bible debate with her, and she did not like it. Okay, she did not like it that I did it, and she still trying. Then she didn't believe that Jesus was God. She didn't believe in Jesus. She tried to get me to believe that Jesus was not God. So y'all get my point. Then next thing I heard rumors she did voodoo, but I'm like, I told my homegirl who got an argument with her, I'm not trying to get. I said I to be impartial. I love both of y'all. I ain't trying to get y'all beef. But when we was talking, child 13, when I was off of work or on the weekend, she admitted she used to do voodoo. So my homegirl was right. And let me give you the backstory, with changing different subjects of why she was mad about a Mexican American woman kissing on a brother. Because another Mexican American woman, she's also part Navajo on her, and part white Spaniard on her dad's side. Her mother was darker skin, Mexican by my color, morena. Okay, they were trying to make her raza, and because her brother are light complected Mexicans, right? Okay, she like dark chocolate. She does not like camel skin brothers like me or higher bright skin. She want dark, and she like the stereotypical ones who go to prison. Her son like Barack Obama. like a little kid version of Barack Obama with different hair. He didn't have no kinky hair like Barack Obama. You know what I'm saying? I used to call her son, her little boy, Barack Obama. He ought to be adult. He ought to be a teenager now, right? I said, hey, Barack Obama. I said, Barack Obama, stop acting a fool. Okay. And his dad, who came out of prison, we were cool, okay? Another dark skinned brother who came out. So what happened was Miss Judy boyfriend, who was dark skinned, young, because she a cougar. He cheated on her with the Mexican part Navajo Spanish woman. And that's why she did not like either. She's date a Mexican and a Puerto Rican. She's a freak and she's a bisexual. Oh, I know all her damn business. Okay. Yes, she did a white man, she never did no Asian. A white man, a Mexican man. She did a different type of blood, light brown, dark. She did. Yes, she had. And she did it. And she did it women. Yes, she had a cat. Yes, she go. Okay. So that's why she was making this stupid stereotype.